Hi everyone, welcome to JavaTechie. Today we'll start a new series of Kubernetes. Like always, I will explain all the concept of Kubernetes from very basics. So let's begin with an introduction journey to Kubernetes. Agenda of this tutorial to brief you about what is Kubernetes, why do we need Kubernetes, and at high level we'll understand the feature of Kubernetes. Okay, alright. So let's get started. So let's begin with what is Kubernetes. Kubernetes is an open source container orchestration engine or container management tool. It automates deploying, scaling and managing containerized application. So if you observe the term carefully, container management tool, this term itself self-explanatory that Kubernetes will manage your containers at runtime. That's the reason it is also called as a container management tool. So I will tell you more about this container management tool in a moment. But before that, if you guys don't know what is containerized application or how to run a Java application in a container like Docker, then I would strongly recommend you to check out my Docker playlist. If you'll go to my YouTube channel, you can find a separate playlist called Docker. So you must need to watch this particular playlist before you jump into the Kubernetes. Okay. Kubernetes is also called as K8S because if you observe there is 8 character between K and S. And this Kubernetes was initially designed by Google Lab and it's now maintained by the Cloud Native Computing Foundation. Kubernetes is completely open source and it is written by Go language. So far we understand the basic history of Kubernetes and also we understand that Kubernetes is also called as a container management tool. So let me split this word to explain you in a better way. Container management tool. Okay, as you know, Docker is a container where you can run any application like Java, Node.js or Angular. Kubernetes will manage those applications which is running on your Docker container. When I say Kubernetes manages the application, it means Kubernetes will take care of deploying, scaling, scheduling and load balancing your application which is running on your Docker container. That's why this is called as container management tool or container orchestration engine because it manages and orchestrates container activity. This is what the container activity deploying, scheduling, scaling and load balancing your container based on the user load or based on your requirement. On behalf of you, Kubernetes will take care of this activity if you are running your application on container platform. So I hope you understand what is Kubernetes and why Kubernetes is also called as a container management tool. Now let's discuss an use case to understand why Kubernetes came into picture. So let's say I have two microservices, microservice 1 and microservice 2, and each microservices connect to their own database and both the microservices can communicate with each other using Kafka messaging queue. Okay. And now I want to run the entire application in a container like Docker. So what I need to do? First I need to Dockerize the microservice 1. Since this is my Spring Boot application, I need to create the Docker image of microservice 1 which is nothing called Dockerizing the microservice 1. Then I will deploy that microservice 1 in a container 1. Similar way, I need to Dockerize the microservice 2. Then I can run it in a container 2. And then I can take the pool of Kafka image from Docker registry or Docker hub and then I can run that Kafka instance in container 3. Similar way, I can take the pool of database image from Docker Hub and I can run this particular database instance in container 4. Okay. So this is how I can run or deploy my application to multiple containers the way we deployed in container 1, 2, 3 and 4. And here I can able to manage these containers as well because the count is very less here, isn't it? I am just using the 4 container. So I can manage the container like I can scale it whenever it need. I can schedule the deployment anytime whenever I want, or I can manage the load balancing. Everything what Kubernetes does for us, I can manage by myself because there is very less count of containers. Okay. But practically in real time, we are not playing with only 4 containers. We are using n number of containers for each application. If you consider any e-commerce application like Walmart, Flipkart or Amazon, they used multiple containers to ensure availability so there will be no application downtime, scalability to achieve the high performance. They must need to use multiple containers and it's not that much easy to manage containers manually. When I say manages means it will cover deploying, scheduling, scaling, load balancing, batch execution, rollback, monitoring, automatic bin packing, self-healing, all those things you need to take care manually. It's difficult to manage those many things manually, isn't it? That's where Kubernetes came into picture. You just write your code and push your image to container like Docker. Then next everything Kubernetes will take care. That's awesome, isn't it? Like Kubernetes, there is few more container management tool available in market like Docker Compose, Apache Mesos Marathon. But Kubernetes is widely used in industry because it supports a lot of features like deploying the container, scheduling, scale up and scale down the container based on the user load, load balancing the container, rollback and rollout, monitoring the container, self-healing and automatic bin packing, etc. So I will explain all the features of Kubernetes in my upcoming tutorial. Apart from that, components of Kubernetes is well managed to ensure availability, scalability. That's why it's more popular as container orchestration engine among other tools. So in my next tutorial, we'll discuss components of Kubernetes. I will explain each components and its purpose of using in details. Okay, that's all about this particular video, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Meet you soon with a new concept.